The magazine Forbes called him an ambassador of the French art of living. We are very proud to work with Paris-based interior designer Tristan Auer, who embodies the elegance of French high-end design throughout the world, to quote Forbes once again. He learned a scenographic approach that he called the wow effect. So Tristan, obviously I'm wondering what such a wow effect could be in the bathroom.
Yes. You know the inspiration that's very strong because working for AXOR, working for this type of taps designed by Jean-Marie Massot, that was a very good and strong inspiration for me to create this decor, this fantasy based on a movie inspired by Blade Runner from Ridley Scott that I like particularly, and which is very strong in energy, in story, and emotion, and in colors. There is a real strong ambience which goes perfectly well with our subject today.
So if we go to this bathroom concept, the Blade Runner bathroom, and with the collection AXOR from Jean-Marie Massot, how would you describe the color concept in this idea?
As I put the decor in Hong Kong, let's say the 90s, but that time I thought about, as I'm doing interiors made to measure to client, I thought about which client could it be. And this guy is certainly very educated, passionate about arts, passionate about object as I am. And so he's very eclectic. And Hong Kong is a city which is at the cross of two different civilizations, one which is a British Empire and the other one which is China. And it works perfectly together and enhance this feeling of a modern city based on common use and common objects. And so that was definitely how I started. And there is a shock of color contrast. You know, Hong Kong is only about neon, about flashy colors, which reflect on the floor, which is damp because of rains. And there is this reflection and surrealism feel. So when you have one color, in fact, you have several, you have thousands reflecting in different places.
And I guess that's also why you introduced the neon lightning and then this black and light travertine we have, and then also the stainless steel. So
yes, exactly. This is a very masculine place, room, bathrooms, and travertine, but this is strong. This is a gray silver color, very harsh, very straight. And at the opposite, there is some sculpture which are more curvy, more feminine, and I like this good conversation between those two. So and I incorporate the stainless steel, which is cold but reflect in very high level, is very interesting. So I clad all the shower with these finishes, which is perfect for a humid environment and reflect the beauty of the head shower and of the lighting effect of the AXOR head shower.
it definitely is a perfect platform for our collection. So perhaps cycling back to this scenographic moment, as you also mentioned, the inspiration was somehow Blade Runner in this Hong Kong city. So could you expand perhaps a little bit how you start to work on projects for if a customer wants to have something designed by you, how do you start that? Where's this wow effect?
So first I tend to listen him or the family or the brand I'm working for. Because I need to get inspired. I'm not talking about myself. I'm not really interested in myself, but more talking about the client, about the personality of the client. And for this reason, I need to understand and know what it is to suddenly enhance it and reveal his personality. And more than the personality, this is sometimes the relationship within a family between all different people. So first is to listen without any pencil, and then I start to think about something. And those stories echo to what I've used to live and all my culture or non-culture into in terms of cinematographic, interior design, architectures or whatever. And then I start to design for himself, and then it's very, very fast. It goes out as I'm speaking, so very fluidly, and I know instantly what will be not what they want, but what they need.
So actually the choose of colors in the bathroom or in an interior design project depends very much on the personality of the client.
Yes, correct. And especially because colors are something which is talking to you, to your background and to your history and to what you live. And there is some colors that people quite often tell me, green, I hate green because that reminds me when I was in the college and I had bad experience, blah, blah, blah. And I cannot fight against that. Color is very personal, but color is very important as a touch, a sort of a jewel that I bring into an environment to create some emotions, some rhythm, some attraction. And I'm not the guy which is very colorful, painting everything in like a yellow, orange, or red. No, much more as a touch. As you can see behind me, you see my room. It's very much, and this is my office, gray, white, bronze color, and suddenly there is one color which pops up to reveal, to energize, to wake me up, and to make me happy before everything. And this color, for instance, the one behind me, it's a painting from an artist, Swiss artist, Karl Gerstner from the 70s. If I'm bored about it, if I want to change it, then it's very easy. I can reuse and recycle and put something else according to my mood or to my taste or moment of life.
And you have been doing interior projects internationally also for many, many years. So do you see a development of how colors have been applied or what customers have been asking for in, let's say, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and what is now and in the future happening more related to color trends, especially perhaps in the bathroom?
So yes, there is some trends in color, as there are some trends in interior design. Through the age, I started in the 90s, everything was white. White, and black. And then we turned into more textures, natural textures, wood, natural wood. And since 3-4 years now, it's very colorful. There is colors everywhere, even in bathrooms. And I did some projects, especially in bathrooms, hotel project in Paris. And I remember my bathrooms that I had in my apartment when I was living with my mother when I was a child. And it was at that time, remember, I'm sure that you do, all the appliances, everything, the bathtub including, was colored. Nothing was white. And my mother's was burgundy. And on the wall, there were this burgundy tiles as well. So when I recreate for this hotel project, this high-end color bathrooms, referring to this trend to the early 80s, that we find again the trend today of those very high colorful. And even speaking about the taps and finishes, we used to add only stainless steel taps, no colors. And now finishers, meaning colors, are coming back, which is very, very nice and makes me happy because you can combine and select and play with that.
Exactly, because obviously the color of a room makes the ambience and atmosphere change, but then also the colors of the objects, including faucet, showers, accessory in the bathroom, also change. So perhaps if we cycle back to your AXOR concept, which you developed, the Blade Runner bathroom, how do you feel about the surfaces you selected for the AXOR products? Is that, I think there was a lot of gold, if I remember well, right?
Yeah, they were gold, bronze, and different finishes. It was gloss, but it was matte on certain aspect. I like the variety of the AXOR range of color. This is very pleasant to use. This is very rich to use as well. And to tell the truth, it was very difficult for me to select one which I like better than the other. So I select a gold because it works well with all the environment. But I remember that I did other scene and options where we had like the black one or the silver on the so very almost impossible to choose the best one.
However, if you would have done the same bathroom, same concept, same idea with, let's say, chrome faucet, it would completely look different. It would have a different appeal and different atmosphere. So the polished gold actually is your final choice.
Yes, it was my final choice because it reflects the blue neon around the mirror, and as it's a night ambience, it's a little bit warmer. So if I would have selected something else, I would have changed everything. You know, it's a question of harmony between all the different finishes and colors, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So and I like to adjust, to change, and to with my client, I never closing any doors to a new option or new improvement. I know the importance of their home, how it is for them. It will be for a long time, because when you use product as AXOR, it's for, let's say, for life, because of the quality. So to select and to choose the right one is very highly important.
Yeah, it's also a great or huge responsibility both for the customer and you as interior designer to make the right balanced choice for their interiors, where they will then live for many, many years, I guess.
Exactly. High responsibility, because it's people are not doing their house every morning, and they need to love it forever. And this is maybe the most challenging. Timeless, which is a word that is coming back and a lot, is a goal, but it's we should not avoid to have some pleasure to consume and to have objects which are not boring, but well designed, good quality, good finishes, and then you love it forever.
Very interesting. Perhaps final question for today. How do you apply colors in your private home?
So I have the chance to have many homes. So I've got my Parisian apartment, which is very in phase with what's outside, what I see. So it's shades of beige, of gray, and with some touches of colors. But my countryside house, I have the chance that it's in the middle of the greenery of the forest. There is a river, and the story is sort of the art of fishing from the 40s, and there is not a touch of white. So each panel, ceiling, walls, dado, and doors receive a different color. Sometimes I've got 6, 7, 8 colors per room, and it was very tricky, sort of a haute cuisine to do and to adjust and to test, and all those colors, according to the direction of the room, if it's south or north, the color of the natural light of the sunlight is not the same. So that has a strong impact on the walls and on the feeling of the room. So I adjust the selection of colors based on that. If it's a morning sunset with a very warm light, it's different than if it's a north orientation. And I learned a lot. I played a lot. I enjoyed a lot. And then I bring all the different panels, paintings, objects to reveal this color. So that goes all together. We have to think, when you do just a plain wall, that it will receive other painting artworks and it has to go together. But it was for me just heaven to be able to have so many rooms, because in total I've got like 25, and each of them are different, with a different story and a different mood.
I guess it's also about finding the balance. Tristan, thank you so much for being here today with us. I personally did have an aha moment today, not only the power of color, but also how you imply it. So it's about the contrast of materials and colors and how you bring that into balance. Thank you for sharing all these insights.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate.
And in case you just stepped in, we have 2 more inspirational interviews prepared for you. We speak to an international renowned color expert, Judith van Vliet, on the influence of colors and materials. And in part 3, we have Benjamin Holzer, our head of product management. And we explore how AXOR is bringing individual luxury to your bathroom.